Karl Rove says if he were to be unkind, he would say Vice President Biden is a liar.
He said it on the air.
He said it on the air. In fact, in the escalating verbal war between the Bush and the Obama administrations, the current dust-up started with these comments from Vice President Biden.
I remember President Bush saying to me one time in the Oval Office, and he was a great guy, I enjoyed being with him, he said to me, he said, well, Joe, he said, I'm a leader. And I said, Mr. President, turn around and look behind you. No one's following.
Yeah, so last night on Fox News Channel, Rove took exception to the vice president's story and did so in these harsh terms. Let me play it.
He never said these kind of things. I hate to say it, but he's a serial exaggerator. If I was being unkind, I'd say he's a liar, but it is a habit he ought to drop.
Ari Melber is a regular contributor to The Nation and national staff member for the 2004 John Kerry presidential campaign. Joe Watkins is an MSNBC political analyst and former aide to President Bush.
All right, so guys, here's the thing. Joe, come on. He says if I were to be unkind, he would call him a liar. He just did. Is that the way you show respect to the person who currently holds the office of vice president?
Well, obviously you want to be respectful to the sitting vice president of the United States. And many people that I know that know Joe Biden say he's a wonderful guy. He's a very personable guy. He's the kind of guy that's not likely to say something mean or off sorts to the sitting president of the United States. So this is why many Republicans think that this was exaggeration on the part of the vice president. That this was something that he wouldn't say. He's not the kind of guy that would be inclined to say something so mean-spirited to a sitting president of the United States.
Ari, what do you make of this? Because there are some who will say that it's not just about a simple verbal war, it's not just a political war, but there's something bigger at stake.
Exactly. I mean, what you have here are Bush's aides attacking Barack Obama and Joe Biden here on security, and it's really disgusting. What they've been doing is trying to bet on another attack. And Cheney, of course, said, well, we're less safe. And now you've got Karl Rove. Well, hold on. Let me finish just my answer to the question, which is you had Cheney. Let me just finish the answer to the question, Joe. You had Cheney saying we're less safe, and you have Rove attacking Biden. And what you also have on the same track here is a lot of serious reports about torture and abuse and Guantanamo. And what they're trying to do is politicize all this and keep all of us distracted talking about who's a liar and who attacked instead of keep our eye on the ball. You had a Red Cross report out this week saying that the Bush administration tortured at Guantanamo. That's what Dick Cheney's nervous about.
Joe, do you buy that? Do you think that at the heart of this is there's that concern that there are members of Congress who think that Vice President Cheney and other members of the administration should be investigated and potentially even prosecuted for potential war crimes, including torture?
No, I don't think that's what it's about at all. I think what it's about is Dick Cheney had and has some real policy I guess, disagreements with the Obama administration. He aired those on national television, not meaning to be mean, but wanted to draw attention to the fact that there's real concern on the part of people like him who understand foreign policy and national defense issues. And with regards to Vice President Biden, this isn't some kind of a swipe at Vice President Biden. This is Karl Rove, somebody who sat with the president as his counselor and senior aide, who said that Joe Biden's not the kind of guy that would normally say these kinds of things. So it seems, again, to be a little bit of exaggeration. Karl Rove has the right to say that. And I think that Joe Biden, the guy that I've met on several occasions, is a very, very good guy, not the kind of guy who would be prone to say something ugly to the president of the United States. And so calling attention to this is, I think, well within Karl Rove's right.
Joe Watkins, Ari Melber, we appreciate you both joining us.